Hey everybody, this is Brian Knowlton with HowToEarnMoney.TV. It doesn't matter if you've never made a dime online before. Through my step-by-step video tutorials and interviews with industry experts, I'm going to show you how you can make money online. Coming to you from Affiliate Summit West 2012, I'm here with Don Campbell of Expand2Web. He owns Expand2Web.com. It's a, well actually, why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
Hey, thanks Brian, thanks for having me on your show. Expand2Web is basically, it's a blog, right? And we do tools and training for people to, for people to build their business online, basically. So some software, some training, different tools like that. Do-it-yourself small business owners use it. A lot of web consultants use our stuff, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been actually a member of your website for almost a year now. So when I was looking into finding as much information as possible about local search marketing, marketing small businesses, and things along that line, I found, you had tons of information up there. Everything that I needed to learn more about, you had it laid out either in tutorials or you had webinars, and you have frequent webinars. How often do you have webinars?
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, we do, so usually every week. We have one every week. And then we do, and then I do a lot of screencasts on my blog too. So a lot of those kind of things. Sometimes those are interviews, like what you're doing. Sometimes those are, just like kind of tutorials on how to do different things in WordPress or with local SEO or video or something like that.
Yeah, and I went to your session yesterday where you're talking to people about different ways to make money in this area.
Yeah.
And I've been making money online focusing on just appraisers. And I've talked about that a few episodes back where I'll help them with their websites, I'll help them with their marketing, I'll do webinars for their local search, how to get into Google places and things along that line.
Right.
But it started to become a problem with billing and just constantly going through each step with each customer that they're really novices. And I really like that. Instead of, you can provide those services, and I think that's a great opportunity to people to help people, small businesses get on the internet.
Sure.
But I like your angle of just providing the information, just giving them the information so they can learn it and do it themselves.
Yeah.
So.
It works a couple ways, I think. Like, on the one hand, I kind of learned to give away as much information as I can. And a lot of times people can take that and run with it. A lot of times they realize, well, gosh, I'm trying to run a business here, so then they come back to you because they feel like you know something about it if you're sharing the information. That's kind of cool. And then I think from the other perspective, like you said, from consultants, some people want to do the consulting, some people love that, and I've done plenty of that myself. But and then some people want a mix, right, of different kinds of revenue streams. Sometimes they want to do the consulting, sometimes they want to make some money with affiliate marketing. There's a lot of options once you start to kind of find a niche like you've done, and serve that niche and provide a lot of valuable information. There's a lot of ways you can go with that.
Yeah. Well, I really like the whole idea of just, if you know about the internet, if you have at least a basic understanding of how websites are built, blogs, things along that line, it's fairly simple to become a consultant, especially if you know something about the industry. Like, I know about appraisers.
Yeah.
So I could go to an appraiser, they trust me, and I could say, look, you're missing these huge opportunities of getting more business online.
Right.
And you could do that with any industry. You could do that with carpeting or...
Yeah, and then you know how to speak their language.
Yeah.
And it really is cool too, because you get a sense of, like, I'm sure what is a new customer worth to them that comes through the web, and some of the dynamics of their industry and what their challenges are. And that's what I found too, is you're just kind of focusing in on a certain type of business for a while. You get a lot of really good traction, a lot of good success, and then it naturally just expands from there if you want it to.
Yeah.
Into other types of businesses.
How did you get started in doing this?
Well, I worked at Microsoft, and one of the things that I was working on a project called Office Live, which was it's for small businesses. It wasn't actually Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint online. It was a little different than that. But it was supposed to be kind of like a collaboration site for like a website and a place for small businesses to do different things. And the product at that time, I didn't think it was really where it needed to be, but I got to talk to a lot of business owners, right? And it was really cool, and a lot of partners, and just really learned a lot about the space. And I started to realize, this is about four and a half years ago, started to realize, that there's just a huge problem and opportunity here for all these local businesses that are trying to figure out, gosh, my world is Yellow Pages ads, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe things like this.
Yeah.
And that's how they see it, and they don't know how to make that shift. And some of them are paying, a lot of money. They don't know to Yellow Pages or just to other marketing channels, which maybe they keep some, maybe not, but they want to figure out how to get online. So that's how I got started. And I, being a product person, I wanted to develop a product, but I also knew I really wanted to work with these businesses directly to understand their problems. And so I started, consulting for these businesses and trying to do SEO for them.
Yeah.
And I, have some good contacts at Google, and I go to a lot of the SEO conferences. I have some background in that. And I like it as a challenge. It's always changing.
Yeah.
So I started working with these clients, and it was really hard, though, to go after, if you're not Microsoft or a big company, to go after the small business market. So it's like what you're doing. I kind of figured out how to specialize I started working with chiropractors.
Oh, okay.
And I learned a lot about their industry, how much a customer is worth to them, what do they typically spend on marketing,
right, and
what are their pain points, what's hurting for them.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. I met a lot of great people, helped a lot of chiropractors, and then it just kind of naturally expanded out from there. And then we started building our tools and our training, because now we had real world experience with these businesses.
How did you contact those customers? Were they local to you, or were they just across the country? Or?
Yeah, initially, some of my initial clients were local, and I live in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, so it's pretty big.
Yeah.
But quickly, it started to get beyond that, mainly because of my blog, because I invested a lot of time, like what you're doing, just a lot of time in building out my blog, adding some videos and tips, and pretty much anything that I learned, I would just share it on my blog. And then I started to get customers from all over the place, and now all over the world, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's great. Do you have any upcoming products, or do you have any new direction that you're going in, or what are you currently doing with your site?
So a couple things. Doing some on the blog, I do some affiliate marketing, which is why we're here at this conference, to learn about so I've got a handful of products that I personally use, and then I recommend, on the blog. And sometimes if they click the link, then I get a referral fee, and that's a cool way to make money. But some of the upcoming things. So right now, we have the Small Biz WordPress theme, which is our main product. And this is a WordPress theme that's designed specifically for a small business owner, and it allows them to build not a blog but a website. You know what I mean? It really that's SEO. I've got all the intelligence built in for the SEO part that we've learned from the real world experience.
Yeah.
And also built in, we've been evolving this for the past couple of years, and now we have the ability to manage your Facebook pages in there. So we have an accompanying Facebook app that comes with the theme, and some page templates so that you can publish directly to your Facebook page. And then we have the mobile auto detection. So we're constantly raising the bar on that theme and adding things. So we've got a new redesign for the mobile. We auto detect mobile visitors like on iPhones or Android or BlackBerry. And then we'll serve, touch-enabled pages. And so we're doing some cool stuff with the design for that. And then our training and membership site, we're just constantly adding. We've got a lot of new courses coming out on that, which you're part of, so it'll be fun to work on. And then we're also launching this year something called Small Biz Cloud Websites.
Okay, I saw that. I didn't read up on it. What is the offering there?
So the idea there is a lot of the people currently who are customers, these are small business owners or consultants. A lot of times they don't have, for them to choose a hosting provider, install WordPress, download my theme, upload and activate the theme. That's a lot. That's hard for a lot of people.
A lot of them.
And so, we're still going to offer the theme that way. But what I've been trying to do for the past year, and we finally got it figured out, is a way to just have a turnkey website with small biz pre-installed. So basically they can come, pick their domain name or point their domain name if they already have it, and then boom, within 30 seconds, WordPress is installed, small business theme is installed, certain plugins are ready to go. So it's a package, and then they just start typing, entering in their business information and choosing their header graphic, and they're in business.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So that makes it so much easier, because even though I've walked people through the process of setting up a blog and all that type of stuff, but there's so many people that don't even want to go that route, and most small business owners, they won't even attempt it. They'll be like, I'm going to go try to find someone for under $1,000 or whatever it's going to cost them.
Right.
And get it done for them. But that's a great service.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think we've had enough feedback now from customers where I think there will still be people who want to do it themselves, but then there's a whole, group of folks that will want to just do this, and just be done with it because they're busy with their business. And, so that's exciting. And then we also have a reseller model built right into that too, which is kind of cool. So,
yeah, I was going to ask you about that because as a consultant, it seems like it'd be very easy to convince your client to get online that way.
Yeah.
So you could go in, and if they're getting a commission from that, as the consultant, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and a lot of consultants that I've worked with, they might be using like HostGator reseller account, and that's fine if they want to keep doing that. No problem. I think that's a great way to go. But I did have enough people say, hey, I'm really looking for something that I could brand for myself. And just make it really easy, and then not have to worry about all the hosting and all the stuff. So these sites are built, they're backed by the Amazon, or EC2 or whatever, those servers, and the WordPress updates are handled, the backups are handled, all that stuff's done.
Wow, so you don't have to worry about all that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm excited. We'll see where it goes, but
that's
I think
great.
It's going to be good. Yeah.
Well, thanks again for doing this video with me.
Okay.
And if my viewers want to see any of your stuff, where should they go?
Yeah, just expandweb.com/blog, and that's where my videos are and everything. And I'd love to, meet some of your viewers, and you got to come be interviewed on my blog too.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Well, I hope you really enjoyed that episode. I've been receiving a lot of really good comments and questions off of my website about how to earn money. So what I'd like you to do, if you're interested, is send me an email. Any questions, comments, and I will be answering any type of questions and answering the comments in my upcoming shows. So just visit the website here, submit your information, and I'm going to be answering those for you. Another great thing is a lot of people have been going into iTunes and rating my show in there. I'm not sure if you're watching it on iTunes or YouTube or Roku, but in iTunes, you just log in, give me a 5-star rating, or is it 5 stars or is it 3? I'm not sure. Find out. Just go there and rate my show and put in a comment there. That really helps me out get more exposure and able to bring more shows to you. Same thing with Roku. Just go to the title screen for the show, rate me in there, and that just brings in more viewers. So I really appreciate that. Really helps me out a lot. And if you're looking for that WordPress hosting, want to get a WordPress website up instantly, go to mybluehosting.com. Send me the information if you'd like, and I'll install your WordPress blog for you. So thanks again for spending your time with me, and until next time, just do it.